I don't know if this is in the rules. I don't really care. But I think we've already discussed we are going to trade coaches. He's going to take her coach, Sandy Brondello. Let's get it. It's going to be amazing. Sorry, WNBA, if that's not in the rule.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're a fan of WNBA drama or simply love a wild sports story, you're in for an unforgettable ride today. We're diving straight into one of the most jaw-dropping moments in recent WNBA history, the 2025 All-Star Game Draft, where Caitlin Clark, the Indiana Fever superstar, shocked everyone with an unprecedented move, trading her assigned coach Cheryl Reeve for Sandy Brondello. Yes, you heard that correctly. Caitlin Clark essentially removed Cheryl Reeve from coaching her All-Star team, and the internet is absolutely losing its mind. Now, was this a petty clapback, a calculated masterstroke, or just a straightforward practical decision? Buckle up, because this story has layers of drama, and we're peeling them back one by one. Before we jump deeper, make sure to smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss any of our exclusive WNBA coverage. Let's get right into it. First, let's set the stage. The 2025 WNBA All-Star Game takes place on July 19th in Indianapolis, right on Caitlin Clark's home turf for the Indiana Fever. The All-Star format this year follows a captain's draft, where the two players with the most fan votes, Clark and Minnesota Lynx star Napheesa Collier, pick their teams from a pool of starters and reserves. Clark, who shattered records with a stunning 1,293,526 fan votes, earned the right to captain one squad, while Collier, with an impressive 1,176,020 votes, leads the other. The WNBA assigns coaches based on team records. Cheryl Reeve, head coach of the league-leading Minnesota Lynx at 17-2, was slated to coach Team Clark, while Sandy Brondello, coach of the New York Liberty with the second-best record, was assigned to Team Collier. Sounds pretty straightforward, right? Well, not so fast, because Caitlin Clark clearly had other plans. During the televised draft on July 8th, Clark and Collier started picking their players. Clark wasted no time locking her Fever teammates Aaliyah Boston and Kelsey Mitchell, along with stars like Sabrina Ionescu, Aya Wilson, and Sada Sabali. Collier, on the other hand, built her roster around her Lynx teammate Courtney Williams, UConn alums Brianna Stewart, and Paige Buchers, plus names like Angel Reese and Nneka Agwamike. The rosters were stacked, the banner was lighthearted, and fans were ready for a fun, entertaining All-Star weekend. But then ESPN host Malika Andrews asked if the captains wanted to make any trades. Most people expected basic player swaps. Maybe Clark trying to grab another superstar like Stewart to pair with Ionescu. Instead, Clark dropped a shocking bombshell that left Andrews a fans and probably Reeve herself completely stunned. Clark turned to Collier and said, "To be completely honest, I love my team. I think they're great. I don't have any intentions of trading any of them. I don't know if this is even in the rules, and I honestly don't care, but we've already agreed we're going to trade coaches. Fia's going to take her coach, Cheryl Reeve, and I'll take Sandy Brondello. Let's make it happen." The room went silent for a brief second before Collier laughed and agreed to the trade, saying, "I love Cheryl. She's my coach here at the Lynx. That's just going to be worse for Team Clark, because now we've got even more chemistry on our side. That was a bad move, Caitlin." Within minutes, the WNBA social media team posted a trade alert confirming the swap was official. Reeve would now coach Team Collier, and Brondello would lead Team Clark. The internet instantly exploded, with fans calling it everything from the boldest trade in All-Star history to Caitlin Clark literally firing Cheryl Reeve. But why did this move spark such an uproar? To understand, we have to rewind and unpack the history between Clark and Reeve. And trust me,
Shanna defense by the Sparks fans. 6 on the shot clock. Clark, a deep three. Oop, that is. She missed her first 7 and knocks that one.
she was smashing viewership records, selling out arenas night after night, and boosting jersey sales across the league. But not everyone was thrilled about what many were calling the Caitlin Clark effect. Cheryl Reeve, the Lynx's legendary head coach with 4 WNBA championships and 4 Coach of the Year awards, seemed particularly irritated. In a since-deleted post on X back in 2024, Reeve took what many fans saw as a subtle jab at Clark while promoting a Lynx matchup against the Chicago Sky. The WNBA's official account had posted about an Indiana Fever game, and Reeve replied, "Also in action tonight. Minnesota Lynx versus Chicago Sky, 7 p.m. Central Time. Though fans won't be able to watch, hashtag Lynx fans can head to the Lynx app to follow along via play-by-play. Or if you're in market, come to the arena as we start the season off right." She ended the post with hashtags including "The WNBA is more than one player" and 12 teams. When a fan commented that the Lynx game wasn't televised because they only care about Caitlin, Reeve shot back with short reply. That part. Ouch. Fast forward to June 2025. Reeve was at it again. After the All-Star rosters were announced, she expressed clear frustration that her Lynx, with the league's best record, only had 2 All-Stars, Nafisa Collier and Courtney Williams. Meanwhile, the Indiana Fever, sitting at a modest .500 record, had 3, Clark, Aaliyah Boston, and Kelsey Mitchell. Reeve told reporters, "I don't know why only Fee and Courtney are all-stars when you have the best team in the league by a few games. There are teams below us in the standings by a lot that somehow have 3 all-stars." She didn't mention Clark by name, but the implication was obvious, especially since the Fever were one of those teams. Fans and analysts immediately took this as another thinly veiled dig at Clark, who was still leading the league in assists and dominating fan popularity despite missing 10 games due to injuries. But the real fuel for this fire traces back to the 2024 Paris Olympics, where Reeve served as head coach of Team USA. Clark, despite her rookie stardom and enormous media attention, was left off the roster. A controversial decision that sparked outrage across social media. Fans cried foul, accusing Reeve of deliberately snubbing Clark because of her outsized spotlight or because she wasn't considered ready for the international stage. Reeve denied having the final say, insisting the selection committee made the decision, but many weren't buying it. Reporter Christine Brennan even highlighted some of Reeve's old social media posts as potential evidence of bias against Clark. Then, when Clark led Team WNBA to a 117-109 victory over Team USA in the 2024 All-Star game, it felt like she had made a loud, undeniable statement. So now, in 2025, with Clark serving as an All-Star captain, her decision to trade Reeve away felt like the ultimate power move. As one ex-user bluntly put it, Caitlin Clark really told Cheryl Reeve, "You're fired." Another fan called it straight-up payback time. From a practical standpoint, the move does make sense. Reeve is Collier's everyday coach with the Lynx, so swapping her to Team Collier naturally improves their chemistry, especially with Courtney Williams also on that roster. Meanwhile, Sandy Brondello coaches Sabrina Ionescu in New York, and Clark drafted Ionescu, so the fit is logical there as well. Clark herself described the swap as good vibes, while Brondello couldn't stop smiling, saying, "I've written history. It's incredible. I'm going to coach Caitlin in Indiana. It's going to be fun." Even Reeve kept things professional, telling reporters she was happy to coach Fee anytime. From this angle, the trade looks like a simple, rational decision that helps both teams' cohesion. But let's be real, the optics are juicy. Clark's defiant remark, "I don't know what this is in the rules and I don't really care," oozed confidence and fans devoured it. Social media exploded with posts like, "Caitlin Clark makes her own rules," and "CC said you can keep Cheryl over there, Fee." With the history of shady tweets, the Olympic snub, and Reeve's All-Star complaints, it's hard to believe this was just about team chemistry. Clark easily could have kept Reeve, using the All-Star stage to publicly squash their rumored beef. Instead, she sent her to the opposing bench, ensuring they'd face off as rivals. It was a kind of bold, headline-grabbing move you'd expect from a 23-year-old superstar who's been doubted and scrutinized despite shattering nearly every record in sight. As one fan wrote, "The WNBA is Caitlin Clark's league now, and there's not a damn thing the old guard can do about it.